right? So with another 13%, yeah, that wouldn't get you there. They get you like 3.6 something.
Close.
36. Oof. Or at least a few options better than that there.
It happens, dude. It happens.
Not many. No GPU at all. Oof.
That is rough, dude.
And 252. Okay.
CPU's an A8 545. Ooh, that's... A8 545.
I may as well
That's a 10-year-old chip. Yeah, that. Oh no, that's an 11-year-old chip.
Huh. And you're saying it was put in a computer that doesn't have a GPU that can run Rocket League?
It can't quite run Rocket League, sadly. Oh. It is time for Camille to get a treat.
Can't. I think the real question is, would it be able to run Warframe?
Ooh, no. Not anymore, because they got rid of support for... didn't they get rid of support for DirectX 9?
That's how... I know they did something to... and it left a few of the really, really potato-y computers out.
So, nay.
Yeah.
Josh J. Face
Okay.
put out a video.
Camille, can you Camille corn for me? Head up. Head up. Come on, head up. There we go. Camille corn.
Oh. It was
Okay.
Her eyebrows just like, ugh, this again.
every time.
The ultimate MMO tier list backed by science.
Yep. It is.
Oh, there you go,
magnet-
good girl. There you go, good girl.
He compiled.
There's an ad starting soon, just so you guys know.
Over 250 different MMOs, and he watched over 100 video reviews, and then he came up with a scoring system.
2 hours?
It's ridiculous.
Watch that at some point.
It's
a
good.
good video.
It's a good video. I think calling it an old gaming laptop isn't accurate. It's just an old laptop. That's fair, dude. That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, typically the main difference between a laptop and a gaming laptop is whether it has a GPU in it, right?
Is whether it has a GPU. Though there are business class models of laptops that now have GPUs just for the sake of like rendering and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
No,
but 10 years ago that was definitely the case. Yeah.
Yeah,
We have
I would say you...
stuff at the college that they definitely need it for the programs that they're running. Like especially if somebody's doing like any like 3D modeling or anything.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And there's so much of that today, graphic design and stuff like that, especially in colleges. That a GPU, even if it's just like a 3050, is plenty for a lot of what people are doing on that, in all reality.
Just to let you both know, Air Force One will be popping here at 8.
Oh.
And then you would also be able to pick up your consolation prizes from the Cactpot.
Nice.
I'm gonna see
Right?
where this spot.
So that 8 draws, right?
Yeah. Do you want to put gameplay up there, Coot?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm trying to decide if I go up there or if I go to do Air Force One and then... I'm going to do Air Force One. Okay. Okay, we're going to go... Oh, crud. No! Why did... No.
Did you use a ticket?
Yes.
That's fine.
So there's a way to set the tickets so that they only they only automatically use if the cost of the ride is over a certain amount.
Ooh. If you could find that for me, that'd be great, because I would just set mine to over 1,000 gil.
Yeah.
If it's over 1,000, I'll spend it. Did it just use another one? Okay. Not leaving here for a little bit. That's okay. Let's go do Air Force One.
I saw an idea on.
I did not win any on any of my tickets. I will get consolations on all of them because it just announced the number. The final number is a 9.
That means I'm only going to get consolation. So I think my numbers were all low numbers this week.
Yeah, mine's 2, 5, and 8.
I saw a thing on X about Marvel Rivals, and they were like, yeah, it would be really cool if when they add Deadpool into the game, he's the only character that is first person. Oh, you...
Get pop one up at a bad spot.
Yeah.
It happens. It's a bummer, but it happens.
Like, it made it appear right in front of the... Like, there wasn't one in front of the thing when I shot. Then there was. That threw me off. I think I hit 2. Yeah, I hit 2 bombs.
That's not like 1 or 2 isn't going to make a difference in the final at the end for you, really.
It's a difference between perfect and not. Because how many MGP can you get?
4,000.
4,000.
Okay.
And if you don't get it, it's automatic. So like 3,000.
Yep.
I got 3, so that is a full Santa Claus out there. Over here, get another 3,000-ish stuff from my tickets.
There it is.
Wait, week 4.
That's the 4,000 right there.
Nice.
And then go over and get my tickets and probably get, I would say, close to 4,000 because we'll get the, was it like 13-14% extra.
It's 1,100 for consolation.
Ooh, okay. Never mind then.
4.
We're on the lower end this week. Were there less tickets sold this week?
I don't know. I think all the stuff was. I don't know that I can see the breakdown of it anymore.
Yeah, less tickets were sold this week. It was under 3,000. That's why we didn't get as much.
Gotcha.
It's under 3,000.
But that's fine.
Let's see. That's my Vesper Bay tickets. Where are my other tickets? Search for item, link, your recipes, using the computer, clicks, card sort. Oh, I don't think there's anything on the tickets themselves.
Nope, time to go buy my new tickets.
Okay. So in your teleport, there's a settings wheel, and Aetheryte ticket usage. You can always confirm before use, always use, never use. Confirm for all cost above gil allowance. Always use for cost above gil allowance.
Always use for cost above gil allowance. That's the one I want.
Or confirmed
Then-
either way. I mean,
Or I'm just gonna have it use it for anything above that, because then I just don't have to worry about it. My gil allowance, I'm gonna set it to
10,000.
anything above 1,200. Cool, thank you. That is very helpful. Appreciate it. Okay. I have to.
You guys want to do a leveling dungeon?
Yes.
It doesn't have to be right now. It can be later.
If
you're,
if we can wait just a little bit, 'cause I'm pretty close to the end of.
you want to get into Stormblood.
I don't want to get into Stormblood. I want to finish 3.5.6.
And then watch the cinematic.
Is there a cinematic at the end of it?
Not a.
well,
Well, I mean, there probably is story stuff.
yeah.
I'm thinking
Go
of watching.
watch the cinematic.
Oh, like
watch
came
the
out with-
Stormblood's
the Stormblood cinematic. I think
Which
probably
is-
get back out, like get to there, and then finish the night by watching the Stormblood cinematic, and then switch over to like Rivals.
It's fair.
You need not have worried.
I had
There's place far above
I
the
played
ground.
Hulk
We were able to
in
escape
a
with
game
safety,
tonight.
though I'm given to
Sure.
understand that there are casualties
on,
the far side of the wall.
It was a competitive match.
It was like watching a nightmare.
Sure.
unfold before
I
our
was the
very
only
eyes.
tank on my team.
Ilbert's primal manifested in the form
Little
of a
oof,
colossal
but sure.
dragon,
We
a
won.
being of pure violence.
Nice.
It burst forth from
I
the cocoon with
blocked
such terrible force.
42,000 damage.
Yeah. So one of the things with Hulk that I tend to forget is when he uses his shield, it shields allies around him as well.
Does it?
Oh,
Wow.
So if you have a team that's
And I am quite
like
certain
melee
the abomination
and
would
kind
have
of in the
obliged,
thick of it
but
anyway,
it found
or if
itself
like you have
outmatched
teammates
by
that are in the
another.
thick of it with you, your blocked damage is going to go up.
The works of Alag, but even I
Oh.
was
Like,
prepared for the
not-
machine's curiosity.
I
No, that
I
makes
doubt
sense.
it's like sky high, but it will make a difference. Or, I mean, my guess is it would make a difference. So it would be like you're blocking damage to teammates.
I also got
Up on the platform,
a
lost in thought.
a Hulk
We deemed it
achievement
best not to disturb her.
in that game as well, Hulk specific, of
Shall we?
getting a kill within 3 seconds of being calmed down to Bruce Banner.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Tim, did you know that they had spear fishing in this game?
I did.
You have to get fishing up to level 61, but
The light's gone. It was all we had left of him.
I'm actually tempted to work on the fishing at some point to be able to do that. Just to compare it.
I don't blame anyone. I knew what was going to happen. I knew the spell Papalimo meant to cast would drain away his life force. knew that it would only buy us a little time.
Ida, there is no need to explain.
But there is. I can't hide in Papalimo's little shadow anymore, and I shouldn't hide behind my sister's mask. 20 years ago, on the day the Empire marched into Alamigo, I was still just a child, not even 5 summers old. My father had been one of the leaders of the revolution. He had fought to overthrow the Mad King, Theodoric. And my sister had fought alongside him. But she was strong and kind, and always knew what to do. But when the Garleans came, everything changed. My father went to war against them too, and I never saw him again. After that, I remember a lot of running. My sister dragged me for malms and malms until we came to the city of Charlian. That was where she met Master Louis. He introduced her to the Circle of Knowing, and she eventually became an Archon.
She was your inspiration. Is that not why you took up her mask and her name? Or did you simply mean to continue what she had started?
You've known all along, haven't you? That I wasn't Ida.
Of course. We all recognized you at once. 'Twas Papalimo who persuaded us to maintain the charade.
It was silly to think I could fool you. I knew that even then, but I sort of decided not to know. Ida died 6 years ago, on a mission to smuggle refugees out of Alamigo. They say she was overwhelmed by Imperial soldiers when she stayed behind to save a little girl. She was so strong. There must have been a lot of them.
Nope, this is a stay silent moment.
I'm sorry for lying to you. My real name is Lise. When Papalimo brought me Ida's mask, it was meant as a keepsake, but I decided I wanted to be his new partner, to keep alive all the good that she had done. I didn't want to become Ida, exactly. At the time, though, I still didn't know who I was myself, and it almost seemed easier to play the role. Papalimo agreed to help, of course, but it was never what he wanted for me. He wanted me to walk my own path, and those were his final words to me. The Archon's mark he gave me is faded, and my last excuse along with it. So this is it. Whatever I choose to do from now on, I do as Lise. And I choose to continue my family's fight. I want Alamigo to be the country that Ida and my father always wanted it to be.
War is upon us once more.
Do you regret standing against the Empire? Would you have chosen a different road, knowing what you know now?
To claim that I never doubted the decision would be a lie. But I made my choice, and I have defended it with blade in hand ever since.
The battle continues, and our steel is needed. Come, Shadow Walker. We leave for the east, for Doma.
Really just gonna have me jump?
So this is interesting. It's going to have us kind of going in two different directions in this next one, isn't it? Because we're going to be dealing with Alamigo, but we're also going to be dealing with...
You're not entirely wrong.
I mean, I suppose it's a little bit like how in Heavensward we were dealing with Ishgard, but we were also dealing with stuff in Ul'dah.
What?
Yeah.
Is that jump really that much easier with a mount compared to a...
That fight was so good. That fight was so good.
Yeah.
The music, all of that. Except for the stupid choice at the end. Anyway, moving on.
Cast it into the abyss. No, that's not the correct choice here.
That is never the right choice. Never the right
Well,
choice.
I mean, if there's lava at the bottom of it, maybe.
Yeah, and if there's a little dude singing My Precious, chasing after the thing you're throwing into the lava, I suppose. But...
When that was your goal all along, was to bring it there, then it's a little bit different than,
yes. And
you know, just like, hey, you got the magic MacGuffin. Oh, it's dangerous. What should you do with it? Just get rid of it. Just throw it.
I will also say, specifically, if it's a stick that you break in half before throwing it into the abyss, that also can be a correct choice.
Or is that Harry Potter?
Yes. Yeah. At least in the movies.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if it's different in the book.
I couldn't remember exactly how that went down in the book.
Does he just keep the Master?
I don't think so.
No, he doesn't, because
he fixes his wand, and then I think he does throw it.
Yeah, or he gets rid of it. It's like, oh, basically, no one should have this power, but he does use it to fix his because he wants his to be working. Yay, Neither Current. That one was pretty easy, things considered. Just 4 more quest ones and 1 more out in the wild.
Okay, we're gonna skip the that. So that I can then finish this.
So apparently I can confirm you do get greater distance on your jumps if you are using a mount compared to just on foot.
Cutscene. Camille, what are you doing, good girl? Note that he is not his biological son. He is his adopted son. And also, he's a Lalafell, which is a full-grown person at that size. Much like my character. Just thought I should throw that out there for anybody who's new watching and might be confused why an infant was in battle.
They start them early.
Oh, okay, so this is going to be... Wait.
This is gonna be a dungeon. It is.
He didn't say anything. Okay. You're just gonna end that on a creepy smile?
Oh, obviously.
Oh, I can finally do my next machinist. You know what? I'm not going to do this. If we wanted to do a leveling, that would be great.
If you give me a little bit.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Is that enough?
Not quite.
Okay. I'm assuming there's going to be a cutscene if I talk to Alphino.
Oh, that was one of my things to do. Interesting.
Doing it anyway.
The question is, how will the Empire respond to the disappearance of Omega and the Primal? Oh, I didn't see you there. Forgive me. Word from Baelsar's wall is proving long in the coming, and my mind cannot help but stray to grim places.
Alphino, a message from the Alliance.
It's about time. Pray summon the others at once.
Yes, sir.
General Uldin reports that his forces have secured the breach in Baelsar's wall.
And what of the Primal and Omega?
There is still no sign of either at this time. He writes that they will begin a more thorough investigation shortly. And, as expected, he wishes to petition the aid of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
As expected.
The Alliance's decision to capture a part of Baelsar's wall is open to interpretation.
The wall serves to demarcate Imperial territory, Alamigo included, from the rest of Eorzea. To an observer, the Alliance's actions could be seen as a prelude to invasion.
Indeed. And the Alliance leaders have no wish to be branded invaders.
You're saying they won't fight for Alamigo? Even after everything that's happened?
Not without the consent of her people, no. Make no mistake, Lys. The Alliance is in complete agreement that the Empire must be purged from Eorzea. However, they will not set foot in Gyr Abania until they have formally secured the consent and cooperation of the Alamigan opposition.
They would have us act as intermediaries.
Precisely. The Scions are uniquely qualified to serve in this capacity. That is to say, Lys's, given her personal connection to the Resistance. Who better than you to broker an agreement between the Alliance and the people of Alamigo? Assuming you are willing, of course.
Of course I am. You know I'd like nothing more.
I like that they didn't give her a new outfit just yet.
Volunteer myself.
Well, that covers the talking part. But you just know there'll be trouble along the way.
No.
They do.
Thanks. It means a lot knowing you'll be